her voice is like, yo, it's not for everybody. I'll just say that. So I thought it would be really cool to do a whole series of videos where I'm showing you my art process from start to finish, but I'm also drawing Disney princesses melanated. I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but I'm super excited about this because I love Disney princesses. Like, I grew up on all the princesses. I was born in 1990, so those were my jam, and I had all the VHSs, and I would watch them pretty much almost every day. So this is super exciting for me. Obviously, as you can see, I'm starting with Snow White, and I wanted to just kind of focus on making her a little bit more melanated, not necessarily having her do something that's kind of out of her character. So I went ahead and got some reference photos that were basically from the movie, and just want to recreate, what she would look like if she was melanated. To give you a little bit of background, I grew up not really seeing myself in the Disney princesses. So, there were things that I would do, like put a t-shirt on my head to, pretend like I had long hair, and, try and talk like the Disney princesses, and just do some things that were a little bit out of my character, just to kind of emulate the stuff that I really enjoyed. And, over time, that turned from, ooh, these Disney princesses are super, super cute, and I want to be just like them, to, hey, they don't look like me, and that's not really cool. So I started drawing my own. I would draw princesses and mermaids and, a lot of different things that I was interested in at the time. I would try to draw them with melanated skin so that I could have images that looked like me. So that's a huge reason why I draw, just to give you a little bit of a background. So yeah, as you can see in the previous sketch that was blue, I usually start with a blue sketch in pencil just to kind of get the movement of the reference or the pose that I'm trying to get down. And then I'll do a super rough sketch, as you can see right here, in black over it. The lines are super hairy. But on this portion, I'm mainly just focused on getting some of the details down and making sure, that her eyes are looking the right direction, that the perspectives are right, just getting as much down as possible in a sketch, so that when I do the final outline, I have the details that are necessary to make that outline very clear. So I'm not having to erase the final sketch too much to make sure that it looks right. I'm trying to get all of those things worked out in this portion of the drawing. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking for a minute and just kind of let you enjoy a little bit. I'll turn the music up, and then I'll talk a little bit later. So I had fun with this. I think I like the second one a little bit better. As you might have heard before, the more you draw before you do the final sketch, the better, because warming up is really important. So when I was doing the second sketch, it was definitely a lot easier than the first because I had warmed up. Technically, it'd probably be better for me to warm up before I start drawing this at all, just do some warm sketches before I even started Snow White, but I didn't have time that day. So I kind of warmed up on the first pose, but I think they're both turning out very good. I was definitely listening to Snow White while I was drawing this, even though her voice is so annoyingly screechy. If you haven't watched Snow White, or if you haven't heard her voice from the original VHS, or it doesn't even have to be VHS, but the original film, her voice is like, yo, it's not for everybody. I'll just say that. But I was definitely listening to it, kind of got me in the vibes, and then I just basically put on a whole Disney playlist, to be honest. I was definitely, reliving my childhood while I was drawing this. And on the rest of these that I'm going to be doing a bunch of, since I'm going to be doing a bunch of other princesses, I'm definitely going to be playing my music. And yes, it was the Disney playlist that had the original songs. I don't do those remake songs, especially like with Aladdin with Will Smith, like not hating on Will Smith, but Robin Williams did it better. And I'm probably only saying that because I'm used to the Robin Williams one. But if you've heard the Robin Williams one versus, the Will Smith, he did a good job. But Robin Williams is the OG for sure. You might be thinking, like, how in the world did you draw these hands this fast? It's from years of experience. I promise you. Like, it doesn't, when I was first starting off, my hands looked like monster hands. They looked like they had, some kind of muscle malformation going on. And I think it's it's regular for your hands to look a little bit weird. And if they don't, then, kudos to you, because you've been practicing, or you just got that natural talent.
But remember, don't hesitate to call on me for anything. Like you said, a human being, I'm going to make you take that chance. Things have been different for me ever since I met you.
With this part here, as you can see in the reference photo up there, it doesn't really show the rest of her body. So I wanted to kind of make it seem like she was sitting. And it's always really hard to make, the legs look like they're formed underneath cloth. So what I was doing was I was, really roughly sketching it out just to try to get the formation of her legs before I put the rest of her skirt over it. And, I think it turned out pretty good. It's always hard to do some, clothing and make sure that, the wrinkles and all those different things are in the right spot. But if you just play around with it long enough, and you could also use some reference photos, as well. Or you can like, honestly, sometimes I'll just take a picture of myself wearing something similar in the same position so that I can, use that as a reference photo too. So, don't always think that every single artist can do it from their head, because not everybody can. And I just want to say her fingernails are on point, okay? Like, her fingernails look super cute. I love the way that they turned out. And in my next video, which is going to be the color portion of this, you'll definitely be able to see them stand out, be a little bit glossy. I'm not going to make them too extra because, she was living technically in the movie back in the, I don't know, what time period would this be, honestly? I don't even know. I don't even want to guess because I feel like my guess would be like so off. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest, drawing animals is not my favorite. I can do them, but it's always one of those portions of my drawings where I'm just like, okay, let me just get this done because it's gonna look better with them than without them, and a lot of times it's necessary. But I don't know if you could tell, in this drawing particularly, but I was not having fun doing these birds. But I think they actually turned out really cute. And I love them in the movie, like the animals pulling her. I think it's super cute. And I love the way that the original Disney animators drew her, kind of looking graceful while they're pulling her along. I thought that was adorable. So this pose was definitely like one of the ones I was going to do regardless of the fact that I don't like drawing the birds. That's actually a great question to ask. Do y'all like drawing birds and animals? And what's your favorite element to draw? Like, do you like to draw people or landscapes? And would you ever draw a Disney princess? I would honestly love to see how you would draw Snow White melanated. I'm really happy with both of these poses. I think they turned out awesome. I can't wait to color them. That's going to be on my next YouTube video, so watch out for that. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and please feel free to leave pictures in the comments or links to your own drawing on social media. I'd love to see it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.